Well, the Chinese have Russia beat out in terms of length of their classical novels. I think the longest thing I've ever read and completed was probably either Water Margin or Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Both of those two are classic Chinese novels. Longer than Moby Dick, longer than most Tolstoy books, longer than most Dostoevsky books. I think it's of comparable length to Solzhenitsyn, Gulag Archipelago, and Investiture of the Gods was a little bit shorter than those other two, Romance and Water Margin. But still, going into it, I knew full well it was going to be a months-long commitment. And sure enough, 1 or 2 episodes a day. This one took me, if I count back, I gotta think about it, probably about 4 months. And for most of that time, I wasn't really intending to do a full-on book review of that. The most I maybe would have done was one of those 1-minute-long shorts like I do for a lot of books. But something about the end, the last couple episodes of this that I listened to, and by the way, when I talk about episodes, shout out to Chinese lore podcasts, that is the way that I've listened to all 3 of those classic Chinese novels that I mentioned. The guy who runs that YouTube channel has dedicated years of his life to translating and narrating the kinds of Chinese stories that he grew up with, but doing it for an American audience because, of course, these things, translations are not very popular. But despite the length of these books, they are good stories. But as I was saying, let's get into the plot.